Vince the Nomad. He shall pass all round with Bilbo Wagons.
Okay, so while Bilbo Wagons and I were trying to reach the ocean, specifically Seaside, Oregon, as I alluded to in my intro video, I probably should have invested a little bit more money into the travel trailer. Which, thank you, Cecil Howard, you were right. I should have. It seemed fine at the time, but I should have. You were right. So anyway, I was driving. We'd passed through Washington. We were finally into Oregon. And I thought, you know what? Little Bilbo Wagons probably needs to go poo-poo or pee-pee. So I pulled over at a rest stop. And when I got out of the vehicle, this older gentleman comes over to me, a really nice fella. And he says, hey, I just want to let you know that your back tire on your trailer is smoking. And I thought, well, that's a fire hazard. Just kidding. That's a stupid joke. Anyway, come to find out, he pointed out that there was a black trail leading from the freeway to where I was parked from my trailer. Turns out one of the brakes on the trailer had locked up. When? I don't know. But it had apparently been a while. So anyway, I was there, stuck at a rest stop. And I'm like, what am I going to do? So I wish I could tell you that I was calm, cool, and collect. I was pretty calm, but I really wasn't sure what to do. It's like, I got this trailer. I can't drive it. I can't drive it. And I'm sorry to say that it took me about 4 hours. I'm going to blame it on the heat because it was about 110. But it took me about 4 hours to realize, hey, I can drop the trailer and go somewhere. So that's what I did. I also called a friend who was a kind of a backyard mechanic. And they're like, oh, yeah, it sounds like that brake is locked up. You just need to get like a hammer and knock it and, knock it out of being frozen. I tried that. I did try that. Didn't work. So that's when I was like, after 4 hours, I was like, okay, we're going to drop the trailer. Rest areas, weirdly, are usually close to towns, which is weird to me because wouldn't you want a rest area when you're not near anything? But anyway, yeah, from my experience, 90% of the time, rest areas are within 10, 15 miles of an actual town where you can get actual services and sodas and shit. So anyway, dropped the trailer, went to the next town, and yeah, they weren't able to help. So I went back. I went back, and I was like, you know what? If I drive slow enough, it's not going to explode, right? So I drove on the shoulder of the freeway for the 10 miles it was to the next town from the rest area. And then I stayed there. So after about 2 to 3 days, parked behind that Shell station, which, was it a Shell? I think it was a Shell. It doesn't matter. That George Carlin bit always gets me. Ever since I watched it, he has this little bit where he talks about how people talk about the details of a story they're sharing. and none of it's relevant. And he's just like, I don't care. I wasn't there. Don't give me the details. I don't care if it was a shell or a chevron. It's not exactly what he says, but it's the same point. Ever since I watched that stand-up bit, though, whenever I'm sharing a story about anything with anyone, that's in the back of my mind. These details are irrelevant to this person. So anyway, I was there at this gas station, and the owner came out after about 2 or 3 days, and he's like, hey, you can't stay here. And I looked at him and I said, well, I don't want to stay here. I can't move my trailer. I can't move it. So anyway, I spent 2 or 3 days trying to find an RV place that did service for RVs. Almost all of them were booked out for like months. Finally, I found this one. It was actually, and mind you, I had driven to surrounding cities in my truck without the trailer, trying to find someone to fix it. Turns out, right on the other side of the overpass, where I was parked, was a little mom and pop place. So that's where I ended up going. Same day, they're like, well, we can't come to you, but if you can drag it over here. I was like, I'm already on it. I drug it over there. They took a look at it, and they're like, yeah, brakes are froze up on that one tire. Now, it's a 2-axle tire, or, excuse me, it's a 2-axle trailer, right? So there's still 3 other brakes. And he's like, I can take it off, and you could drive fine. You just only have 3 brakes. And I'm like, so it won't explode on the freeway? And he's like, yeah, no, you're good. I was like, take it out. So he took out the brake drum. Plus, the positive thing there is he did say that all the bearings were good. So that's good. So got that taken care of, pulling out of the place. And I was watching, and he hooked it up. He insisted on hooking up the trailer back to the truck. And I've hauled trailers before, a lot. I was in the Army. Also, when I was working for a nonprofit, I hauled a trailer every day. You got to make sure that shit's tight. It's got to be on there right. Well, he insisted on doing it. And he looked at it and he said, yeah, I think that's good. And I remember specifically looking at it thinking, I don't know. I don't know what's good. I was like, all right. Well, he's a trailer guy, right? He does this for a living. He must know. Pulled out of the parking lot. Pulled back onto the overpass to head back to my place where I'd been parked. Boom! Trailer drops. It wasn't good. So I pulled over in the middle of the road. Sort of. When I say sort of, I mean I sort of pulled over. I tried to. But my trailer was dragging. And cars were honking and whatever. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Can't you see my shit's broken? And so I called him back. I was like, hey, this is the guy that was just there that you fixed. It ain't fixed. It wasn't on good. And he's like, oh, my bad. So he drove a forklift all the way over there and hooked it back up. Anyway, so then I got back on the freeway. We were good to go. And I headed back on the freeway to Seaside. So anyway, got that all taken care of and we're back on the road. I don't know if you noticed. I am wearing my Seaside, Oregon hat, which I did buy there. So now I'm going to show you some videos of Seaside and the 4th of July. Enjoy. This is Billy's first time seeing seagulls in the ocean. We're in Oregon. Hey, look, pigeons. He's so confused. He's like, where are we? Come on, Bill. We made it to Oregon. Yay.
On the beach, close to Red Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, we were surprised by the parallel between the novel's take on love, class, and romance and what he was seeing around him.
Alright, so I'm at the ocean again. I caught something. I don't know what it is. It's the second one. I gave one to that family over there. I thought their kids would like to play with it. I'll show you. I don't know what it is. It's cute though. What are these things? So I don't know what these things are. They're very squirmy. They're so cute. So if you know what these are, let me know. I found a whole school of like, oh man, there was hundreds of them over there. So this is how I'm starting my 4th of July 2022. Good morning. It is pretty. Here I am, Seaside, Oregon, 4th of July, 2022. You can hear all the fireworks. I'm about to walk down to the beach. Everybody's heading that way. All the businesses have closed, even the bars, because everyone's down at the beach. So, yeah, here we go. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't know why, but the 4th of July part's really emotional for me. I guess it's probably because I saw a lot of little kids and it made me miss my daughter. So anyway, stay tuned. There will be more videos to come. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and share with your friends, because I don't have very many. Oh my god, you guys. Vince the Nomad is the hottest thing on YouTube right now. You really should check him out.